Hello everyone, this is Poppy from 3D Outdoors, and today, in the second episode of the new series Grandads Guns, I will be featuring the Winchester Model 74. Stay tuned. Alright, like I said, today I will be talking about the Winchester Model 74. These are great guns, built very well, almost a full-size rifle. They have nice walnut stocks, nice blued steel, long barrels, which gives you a long sight radius, which makes them very fun to shoot, very accurate, or even more so consistent, able to be consistently shot due to that long sight radius. Easy to aim, easy to get instant feedback when you tink off the steel plates or blow up your pop cans, or you're punching holes in paper and you're hitting the bullseye, or you're dispatching varmints, whatever you choose to do with your Model 74, they are very capable of doing so. They come in two chamberings, both 22 caliber, but one being 22 short only versions and one being 22 long rifle only versions. They were manufactured from 1939 until 1955, with the short only versions being made from 1939 to 1952, and the long rifle versions coming in a year later at 1940 and lasting until 1955. The only exception is 1943, in which there were no civilian-made rifles of Model 74s, but we did send approximately 600 and some rifles to the UK as for a Lend-Lease program for them to use in the war effort. I would guess as a sniper rifle, since we did send them outfitted with scopes and silencers or suppressors on the end of them. And in looking online, I think maybe those guns have come back to the United States at some point, since they were a Lend-Lease program, because it looks like there are Model 74s available out there that are threaded and perhaps came from that batch of guns. The Winchester Model 74 is a tube-fed 22 rimfire that feeds through the stock. To load it, you can pull the inner magazine tube out a certain amount until the shells, when dropped through this loading port, fall into the outer magazine tube and can be pushed into the gun. Or you can pull the inner magazine tube all the way out and simply load through the hole in the back of the stock. Your 22 short versions hold 20 rounds, and your 22 long rifle versions are capable of holding 14 rounds. The 22 short only versions, kind of unique, not unheard of back in the day, but this is a 22 short rifle that is a semi-automatic and is fully capable of firing in semi-automatic. There were others, back in the day, such as Dan's Remington Model 24 that he featured in episode 1 of Grandads Guns. That rifle was also available in a 22 short only version. If you subscribe to the Blue Book of Guns or give any merit to what they say, they list 22 short only rifles as having a 25% premium over and above the normal price for a 22 long rifle version. And if your rifle happens to be pre-war, it adds another 25%. Now my rifles just so happen to all be pre-war rifles, with this 22 short being a 1939 manufacturer, and my other 22 short and my 22 long rifle being 1941. The safety on these rifles is just a slide safety on top of the receiver here. It's on safe now. You can slide it that way and it'll be on fire. And I should say all three of these guns have been safety checked. They are empty and they are safe for handling at this time. Bolt removal or field stripping, very simple with this gun. The only problem is you have to dry fire the gun in order to remove the bolt, which is not a good idea necessarily with the Model 74s or with really any rimfire gun. But you know, you can use snap caps or you can use the yellow wall anchors to dry fire onto. I will dry fire mine right now to show you the bolt removal. It's really slick. There's nobody else in the house. I'm pointing the gun in a safe direction, and I dry fired it. Now, in order to remove the bolt assembly, there is a little button right here that you can push in. It's got a little bevel on it that once you get it in so far and you pull back on this charging handle, it will slide the whole bolt assembly out the back of the receiver. Easy cleaning. Clean inside the receiver, clean this up. This does come apart a little bit more. I've never actually done it. But it does come down a little bit farther for cleaning. To put it back together, you simply install the bolt assembly back into the back of the gun, and it will hit that pin, which you have to depress again, and then push the bolt in all the way until that pin pops up through the hole and you're locked back together again. Originally, when these guns came out back in 39, 40, they were about $19 new. That, you know, a little bit of variance depending on what sights you got, such as my 22 long rifle version here has a peep sight on it. And that was about $1 add to have that option on your rifle. Now, through the magic of video editing, Dan and I are going to take these guns to the range and shoot them, and we've already done it. We did it earlier today, and so I know the results. We fired one of the 22 shorts and the 22 long rifle. The long rifle did have one jam, but it shot good. It was fairly easy to hit 8-inch play at 75 yards. You know, freestanding. We just freestanded when we shot him. The 22 short was a dream to shoot and put a smile on my face and Dan's face, and you could hit that plate pretty consistently. You know, freestanding and aiming at the target 75 yards away, and we were getting, hopefully the camera picks up the ting off the plate every time we pull the trigger, almost every time we pull the trigger anyway. Dan liked them so much, these Model 74s, and I'm pretty sure they're on his list now of guns that he's going to keep an eye open for and try to add one to his collection down the road at some point, because they are fun, you know, relatively inexpensive. You know, you can get a good shooter grade Model 74 for a couple $100, and you know, they go up from there based on condition or, you know, sights or stuff like that. But so I'll send you out to the range now, and you can watch them shoot them. And if you happen to have a 74, or if you want a 74, I don't think you'd regret getting one or wanting one to get it out and shoot it. First, I'm going to shoot the 22 long rifle. Roll it up about 10 rounds in it and see how she runs. This one's got a peep. see if I can ring the plates or not down there with it. And we're hot. Malfunction. Empty.
Very nice. I heard you ringing steel down there.
Yeah, it's a little different with that peep sight.
Is that the short only version?
Now we're going to put shorts in. We better make sure we get it right here. Shell orientation, very important. Slide them in here like this. Alright, see what she does. Pretty good. Kind of fun.
That is impressive.
How far away are those things?
75 yards
75 yards.
with a 22 short.
Yep.
And it ejects that brass with some authority. You were hitting the grill all the way over there behind you on the side.
Yep. And you know, in decent shooter condition, you can get one of these for a couple $100 probably. If you get some really nice ones, they're going to demand a premium, but pretty cheap, fun, interesting rifles, if you ask me. But I like all these old rifles, so I like this one too.
This is Poppy with 3D Outdoors, reminding you to get into the outdoors and enjoy everything it has to offer. If you like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. See you next time.